Ever wondered why some businesses never run out of stock while others constantly face shortages? The secret often lies in mastering safety stock calculation, and today I'll guide you through it step by step using a proven formula used by top supply chain professionals. Safety stock is the extra inventory you keep on hand to protect against uncertainties. Things like unpredictable customer demand or delays from suppliers. It's like a buffer zone between smooth operations and costly disruptions. Without it, even a small hiccup in your supply chain can mean lost sales, unhappy customers, and emergency shipments that eat away at your profit margins. Too much safety stock, on the other hand, locks up capital in inventory that might sit on your shelves for months. Too little, and you risk stockouts, missed opportunities, and damage to your reputation. The challenge is finding that perfect balance, enough to protect you, but not so much that it becomes a burden. To do this, we'll use a precise formula for safety stock that accounts for both demand variability and lead time variability. The formula is safety stock equals the z-value multiplied by the square root of the standard deviation of demand squared multiplied by the average lead time, plus the standard deviation of lead time squared multiplied by the average demand squared. Let's break that down. Average demand is the typical quantity you sell or use in a given period. Z-value is the confidence level factor based on the service level you want to achieve. Standard deviation of demand measures how much your demand fluctuates from period to period. Average lead time is how long it takes for a replenishment order to arrive. Standard deviation of lead time measures how much that delivery time varies. What's powerful about this formula is that it doesn't assume your lead time is always fixed. Many businesses make that mistake. They calculate safety stock only based on demand variability, ignoring that suppliers, transportation, or customs can add uncertainty to lead time as well. Step 1. Define your service level and find the Z-value. Your service level reflects how often you want to meet demand without running out of stock. For example, a 95% service level means you will meet demand without stockouts in 95 out of 100 cases. The Z-value is found in a standard normal distribution table. For a 95% service level, Z is approximately 1.65. Higher service levels mean higher Z-values, which directly increase your safety stock. Here's a quick comparison. At 90% service level, Z is about 1.28. At 95%, Z is about 1.65. At 99%, Z jumps to 2.33. Notice how small increases in service level can significantly higher your safety stock requirement. That's why service level decisions should always balance cost and customer satisfaction. Step 2. Measure demand variability. Look at your historical demand data, weekly, daily, or monthly, depending on your business cycle. Calculate the standard deviation for that period. A higher standard deviation means greater unpredictability and therefore more safety stock required. For example, if your demand is very stable, your standard deviation might be as low as 10 units per week. But if your demand swings wildly due to promotions, seasonality, or market trends, it might be 80 or even 100 units per week. This difference can multiply your safety stock needs several times over. When calculating this, it's a good idea to remove outliers, unusual one-time spikes or drops that don't reflect your normal demand pattern. Also, consider recalculating demand variability at least every quarter so you're always working with recent data. Step 3. Measure lead time and its variability. Your average lead time is the total time between placing an order and receiving it. But lead time often fluctuates due to supplier delays, production schedules, or transportation issues. Calculate the standard deviation of those lead times from past data. Even small fluctuations can significantly increase the safety stock needed. Let's say your average lead time is 4 weeks, but sometimes you get shipments in 3 weeks, and sometimes it takes 6 weeks. That 2 to 3 week variation can be costly if ignored. Many companies plan based only on average lead time and are caught off guard when delays happen. It's also worth noting that lead time variability often changes by supplier, route, or season. For example, overseas shipments may have higher variability during peak freight seasons, or certain suppliers may be more consistent than others. Tracking this at a granular level can help you adjust safety stock more precisely. Step 4. Plug the numbers into the formula. Once you have the z-value, the standard deviation of demand, the average lead time, the standard deviation of lead time, and the average demand, place them into the formula. Safety stock equals the z-value multiplied by the square root of the standard deviation of demand squared multiplied by the average lead time plus the standard deviation of lead time squared multiplied by the average demand squared. This gives you your safety stock quantity, the number of units you should keep in reserve to protect against both demand and lead time variability. If collecting all this data and running the calculation manually sounds time-consuming, especially if you manage multiple SKUs or service levels, I've built the Safety Stock Calculator, available on Gumroad. You just input your numbers and it does the math instantly. It even calculates the optimal service level score. Supply chain managers around the globe are already using it to prevent stockouts and reduce excess inventory. It's a massive time saver and ensures your results are always accurate. Example, let's see it in action. Imagine your average weekly demand is 500 units, with a standard deviation of demand of 80 units. Your average lead time is 4 weeks with a standard deviation of lead time of 1 week. You want a 95% service level, so your z-value is 1.65. First, take the standard deviation of demand squared, 80 times 80, and multiply it by the average lead time of 4 weeks. That equals 25,600. Then, take the standard deviation of lead time squared, 1 times 1, and multiply it by the average demand squared, 500 times 500, which equals 250,000. Add those two results together. 25,600 plus 250,000 equals 275,600. Now take the square root of that total, which is approximately 525. Finally, multiply by the z-value of 1.65, and your safety stock is about 866 units. This means you should always keep roughly 866 units as a buffer to achieve your desired service level with your current demand and lead time variability. Let's compare two companies. Company A ignores lead time variability and only calculates safety stock using demand variability. They keep 500 units in safety stock. During a peak season, their supplier ships late by 2 weeks and they run out of stock, losing $15,000 in sales. Company B uses the full formula considering both demand and lead time variability. They keep 850 units in safety stock. Even with the same supplier delay, they fulfill every order and even gain new customers while competitors face shortages. The difference? An extra 350 units in inventory, but thousands saved in lost sales and rush shipping costs. And beyond the financial savings, Company B strengthens its reputation for reliability, which brings long-term customer loyalty. Many companies overlook lead time variability and end up underestimating safety stock. Others use outdated demand data, which makes their calculations unreliable. Some overcompensate and carry so much inventory that it impacts cash flow. Best practice is to update your inputs regularly, ideally monthly or quarterly, and adjust for seasonality if your business is affected by it. Also, review your service level targets annually to make sure they align with your business goals. You can also segment your products, keeping higher safety stock for high-value or fast-moving items and lower buffers for low-priority SKUs. Now you know exactly how to calculate safety stock using a formula that considers both demand and lead time variability, giving you a far more accurate buffer than simpler methods. If you want to master these calculations and save hours of work, grab the free Supply Chain Starter Kit to get the basic safety stock spreadsheet, or get the Advanced Safety Stock Calculator with optimal service level for just $9.90. It's the fastest way to eliminate stockouts without tying up unnecessary cash in inventory.
Both are available right now at supplychainxl.gumroad.com, but the advanced calculator is only at this price for a limited time. Don't miss out.